The context is when and where a text is written. The context will affect the events, language, and style of the text. Let's have a look at some questions to ask about a text to help understand its context. History. When did the author write the text? Were there any important events going on at the time? The setting of the story. Is the story set in the same time as it was written? Where is the story set? What was going on there at the time of the story? The author. Where is the author from? Has their background influenced the text, society, and culture? What was society and culture like at the time? How is it different from today? Is the author positive or negative about it? If you want, make a note of some of these questions for your own writing. Setting affects the language in a text. The time the story is set or written in will affect the language used by characters and the narrator. The setting can also influence the way the characters speak, and writers might include the local dialect in their text. These are words and phrases specific to a certain region. Let's have a look at some examples. I am sorry, with all my heart, to find you so resolute. We have never had any quarrel, to which I have been a party. A Christmas Carol, Charles Dickens. A Christmas Carol is set in Victorian London. The language used by the characters reflects how people spoke at that time. I suppose you're glad. Everybody knowed you'd mess things up. You wasn't no good. Of Mice and Men, John Steinbeck. Of Mice and Men is set in America, so the characters speak with an American accent and use American dialect words. Text reflects what society was like. Texts often represent society at the time they were written. Some things that happen in text written long ago might seem strange now, but it was quite normal back then. Take Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice, for example. This was published in 1813. Back then, upper-class women could not go to work, so it was important that they married someone rich. In Pride and Prejudice, Mrs. Bennet gets very excited whenever a wealthy single man appears because she has 5 daughters to marry off. The author's background can influence texts. The writer's own life and experiences sometimes influence plots, settings, and characters in text. Let's have a look at Anita and Me by Mira Sial. The plot of Mira Sial's novel is fictional, but the setting and some characters are loosely based on the author's childhood. Mina is the main character, and her life is inspired by Sial's childhood. Mina's parents emigrated to England from India, like Sial's parents did in real life. Shal went to a grammar school, and at the end of the novel, Mina sits an exam to get into a grammar school. Spider diagrams can help make notes about context. Try making your own spider diagram about a story that you are currently reading or a story you are wanting to write. An example of a spider diagram has been illustrated here for you.